Okay, things I've made. You guys saw some of the jewelry I've made in my witchy jewelry video. It was like my first video, second video. So I don't make just jewelry, but here's a couple other pieces I made. This is a bracelet. It's hard to see. It has a zigzag pattern. Just seed beads. I thought it was really cute. This is a bookmark, and I make tons of these because I always need a bookmark. I like these because I can leave them in the book, in the page I'm reading, and they don't cover any of the words. It's beaded. And this end just has a couple little beads on it, and then this one has a unicorn. And that's moonstone and mother of pearl. There's another moonstone over there, but most of these are just seed beads again, because they're tiny. Then the other set that I wanted to show you, this was, it was inspired by the legend of Tristan and Isolde. Not when the movie came out, before that. This is the bracelet. A lot of the story takes place near the sea. They talk about the sea. A lot of stuff happens, and so this is specifically Isolde, not necessarily Tristan as much. There's a lot of different beads in here. I know you can hardly see it. I'm so sorry. This is so weird. There's pearls and moonstones, quartz, mother of pearl. This is the clear strand. Kind of darker. The little brown ones here are smoky quartz. Then there's the light blue strand, and the light blue strand has blue lace agate, iolite, I think some chalcedony possibly. Then the dark strand here, this has labradorite, iolite. What else is in here? Some amethyst actually, and some sodalite. And the three strands are braided together. The necklace is pretty much the same, just bigger, longer here. There it is. And it has the same stones. It's the same three strands from the bracelet, and then it has these. They actually have little like sun, moons, and stars. You're absolutely not going to see that, but there's little sun, moons, and stars on these beads. And then at the bottom there's this funky little porcupine ball. It's really cool. But the same stones. We've got, oh, so much stuff in here. Yeah, the moonstones, the labradorite, the iolite, the amethyst, the smoky quartz. But I make other stuff. Flora mentioned in her lovely video to me about how we met and that we were in a group together for a while. That was like a pagan parents and children group. And we did some crafts in that group. This is a witch's ball we made. These are super duper easy to make, and some of you might know witches' balls were used to distract mischievous or evil spirits. And in the middle, which I think you can kind of see it. There is a little black fuzzy ball, and that is to absorb negative energy. The sparkly bits are so that they get distracted by all the sparkly shiny stuff. And then we spiraled in pipe cleaners. I mean, this is so easy to make, I'm telling you. These are little sachets, just herbal sachets that we made, and they smell lovely. They have, this one has lavender, chamomile, something else. This doesn't have lavender. That's the only difference, I think. And it's chamomile and the other stuff though. And again, super easy to make and a lot of fun. And this is probably my favorite. I actually use this on my altar a lot. And this is like an embroidery hoop and pipe cleaners. And then bells and a little prism. Then, my major is art therapy, which means I have to take a lot of art classes as well as psychology classes. And my favorite art class was actually just Fundamentals 2, which is where you go into mixed media and three-dimensional artwork. And a few things I made in that class. This is a paperweight, but it's marble, and I love it. It's really heavy. It's just a marble paperweight thing that I carved, and that was a lot of fun. I had never done any sort of stone carving before, so that was a lot of fun and really, really interesting stuff that I'd never done. This is my second favorite piece, and we did this with what's called lost wax casting. If any of you have done anything like that, you'll know what I mean. I built this in wax. I built this, and then we made a mold and poured in. This is pewter, and you can see there's in the back here. There's the sun. These are actually clouds under. Oh, that's not a cloud, obviously. This is a cloud right here, and I don't think you can see, but there's little spirals on the clouds, and then there's the stars and the crescent moon in the front. I loved doing this. This was really an interesting thing. I'd never done anything like it before, and I got a pretty clean casting for my first try. And then you put an oxidizer on it to darken it, and then you can buff certain things to make them shine. So that's fun. This is my second favorite piece. This is my favorite thing that I've ever made. Okay, this is weird. This was the assignment. We were given a cigar box. There was a guy in the department that smoked a lot of cigars, and the teacher was like, I keep telling him it's bad for him, but he keeps giving me the cigar boxes, and so we all kind of laughed about it. But he had this huge stock of cigar boxes, and he said, I want you to make a scene, a 3D scene in this box, but I want you to do nothing to the outside. I want it to be a surprise. So this is what I did. It's a fairy ring in the forest. You can kind of see, yeah, the paint's weird right there. Okay. I painted the background green, and there's these stars back in here, little gold stars. And then up in the front here, there's some more of the stars. These are twigs, not the silver ones. These are twigs that I found in my yard. And then the silver ones I got at like Dollar Tree or something and cut them all down. You can see the one right here has a little spider web in it. On the back, that's all foxgloves. I love foxgloves. And then I got moss, and I covered it. This part is my fairy ring. I'm obsessed with fairy rings. I love them. So I just took the leaves and glued them down, and a little twig there. Now this piece right here, and in here, back in here, this piece, which you probably can't see at all, those are actually petrified wood that I used. These stones, these round ones, like here, and here, and here, there's 5. There's 5 of those stones, and they are earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, obviously. I don't know how well you're going to see the colors, but this one is blue for water. This one is green for earth. This one is purpley silver for spirit, and this one over here is white for air, and then the one that's inside that's going to be harder to see in the light, that is, where is it at? Over here, is red or orange for fire. I made the little mushrooms out of Sculpey, and then I put sparkles on them because I like sparkly things. And then I made the little fairies, and the little fairies are a twig with a bead for the head, yarn for the hair, they're wrapped in ribbon for their clothes, and then these are flower petals from silk flowers. And then there's one back here in the trees that has no hair at all whatsoever. So yeah, that's my little fairy ring box. My favorite thing I've made. So I hope you enjoyed the things I made. Again, this isn't all. I love making stuff. I just love it. It's one of my favorite things to do.